Is Thanos the Mad Titan we were promised 10 years ago?
Or is he just another Ultron?
Find out on Super Dynamic Bros.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. I hope they remember you.
Welcome back to Super Dynamic Bros. I am Michael Sarabona.
I'm Isaiah Amato.
And today we're going to be reviewing the movie that we've been teased about for 10 years now. 19 movie build-up and all that. Avengers Infinity War. Guys, I gotta say, the hype is real on this one. The 10 years paid off. 19 movies later, and we're here in Avengers Infinity War. Isaiah, what is the movie about?
Oh man, this movie, okay. 10 years going on, little by little, we get hints and feeds of what Thanos is up to. Of course, the main bad guy of this movie. All in all, he's trying to find all Infinity Stones.
Yeah, the stones that we keep getting, teased about, and all the other, like Guardians and the other Avengers and stuff.
Correct. And when he gets all 6 stones into the gauntlet, he can basically destroy the world in a snap, create a new world when he can. Basically, go back in time, go forward in time, change reality from this to that. Anything he can imagine, he can do.
So pretty much it's like the Power Glove and from Nintendo, okay? You can do whatever you want with the Infinity Gauntlet and with all the Infinity Stones. And guys, this movie was pretty much perfect in every way possible. And it was great because not only did it give us the characters that we know and love, but also allowed us to see characters that have never been in each other's movies be able to interact. You get to see scenes with Tony Stark interacting with the Guardians of the Galaxy, Thor interacting with Rocket Raccoon and Groot,
Yeah.
All of the Avengers meeting up with Black Panther. Just all these weird and awesome team ups that, 10 years ago, we never thought we would get that when we first saw Iron Man.
No, that's the beauty of it too. Because let's say you watched every single movie, you have the history of it, these characters as is. So they never had to introduce this is Shuri, she's from Black Panther, she's super smart. No, okay, you already know who she is from there. You already know who Scarlet Witch is from here, Black Widow. So when they all come together and talk to each other, you're like, okay, I can see it. Oh, okay, that's how I would have pictured it would be.
Yeah, it's just those awesome and fun interactions that, we were, hoping that we'd get one day. I love the fact that it's all right, because I love the Guardians of the Galaxy. Mm-hmm. I love the fact that they are now pretty much being introduced into the Avengers world. Something that, we kind of didn't think we would get when that movie first came out.
Yeah, so it's how are they going to introduce them? They're so out there. They're all the way down in space. So how are they going to get back to Earth and all that? But no, they really played it good. They had the director of the Guardians of the Galaxy movie comes in, helps out how to treat those characters right. So if you are a fan of, let's just say, so you're a fan of the Guardians of the Galaxy movie, they're perfect in a way. It's not like somebody else is playing with their toys and trying to make them into what they want for those movies.
No, it was kind of cool how each movie has a really different vibe to it, and Infinity War is pretty much a combination of all those movies kind of combined. So you really still get the Guardians vibe, you get the Thor Ragnarok vibe, you get the Avengers vibe, and it all mixes really together. I think the Russo brothers just knocked it out of the park with able to combine these storylines and be able to make them flow very well. Not really okay, we're forcing this character in here or forcing this one over here. No, everything, the story just flows super well. It's an amazing job.
No, absolutely. And of course, the main issue where everybody says about Marvel movies, oh, okay, you lack a villain. I don't understand. Why is he doing this? Why is he doing that? Why is he so weak? How come he just dies right then and there?
Yeah, other than Loki and maybe Killmonger, we've really never had a great villain in Marvel until now, pretty much. Thanos, played by Josh Brolin, which I gotta say, the special effects work when it comes to the performance captures is outstanding.
No, I love it too.
Thanos looks like a real person.
No, exactly. Especially when you watch him, his skin will kind of change depending on which area he's at. So if he's on his home planet, Titan, lighter skin. He's on Earth, his darker skin. He's on a ship, it's dark purple. But yeah, like you said, motion capture was spot on, especially his children too.
Yeah, it was like he was being able to give an actual performance, which I gotta say, not only was he just menacing and evil at most points, like when he was going toe to toe with anybody, like you fear for your characters, but he also had like this kind of emotional arc to him that I really kind of resonated with. You know, like I kind of like, I see your points, I see where you're coming from. I get that you are a character with a soul. You are also evil, but it's just kind of crazy how they're able to change a character in the comic books who's pretty much just a big bad guy into like, no, he's a fully fleshed out character.
Yeah, you went from the killing Terminator over here to he has a heart, soul, reason behind it. He can't bleed, he can't tear. He's not immortal god. The man does have a purpose in life, and he's fit to see it through.
Yeah, he's just a determined. He thinks what he's doing is right, and that's what makes for a much more better, effective villain. When they think that their task, their goal, their destiny, is what they need to do. So it was an incredible performance. Honestly, the motion capture, it kind of gives the Planet of the Apes movies for their money. It really does.
Well, it's Disney money, so Disney money can do whatever they want.
Disney can do whatever they want. And after this movie, Marvel can do whatever they want now.
So do you need to see 18 movies prior before this one?
You do and you don't in some points. I feel like it would be better if you knew all the characters beforehand.
Yeah.
It would make more sense.
Other than thinking about it, like, okay, why is she there? Who is she? How?
I will admit that if you're like a new fan coming into this movie, it's going to be very hard.
No, it is. Or if you just seen just Avengers by itself and no other stories behind it, which I know some people do that.
Yeah.
Then you kind of will be a little lost.
I feel like, there are definitely certain movies in the Marvel house that you do need to watch before this one. Or else you're going to be very lost with different storylines and stuff. Yeah, it will be very difficult for you. But, they're not like DC where it's just dark and brooding. I will have to say, a great thing about this one, speaking of dark and brooding, is that this is definitely the darkest of all the Marvel movies.
It is.
And there are more stakes in this one than I think in any other. Because one of my gripes with the Marvel movies is that you don't really feel stakes. Like, you don't really feel like your characters are in really danger. In this one, it's quite the opposite.
Yeah, especially when Age of Ultron came out. They already put out, right before the movie came out, the whole slate of every other movie coming out afterwards. So you already know, okay, this person's getting a sequel. This person's getting a sequel. So you know they're not really going to die in this movie. But yeah, right now we don't know what's coming out. So
No, so honestly, with this movie, anything goes. It's pretty unpredictable of what's going to happen. So just, fair warning on that, guys. But honestly, guys, this is an incredible achievement for Marvel. An incredible achievement for comic book movies.
In movie history, yeah.
Movie history just in general. Marvel proved that the shared universe thing can work. Yeah. So,
and it did work. Well, just for them, but it did work.
It worked in an amazing way, and this is a great payoff. But we're not done yet. We still got more of the MCU to go. So, guys, we're gonna rate this from our scale from dynamic, delightful, decent, disappointing, and dreadful. This earns a super dynamic for me.
Yeah, as we did with Ready Player One, this is a special occasion movie where it goes beyond our rating scales, so I will definitely give this a super dynamic.
Congratulations, Avengers Infinity War. You deserved it. 10 years later, you deserve it.
I hope it makes billions.
Oh, you know it will.
Billions.
It's going to break every record there is. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us today on Super Dynamic Bros. Remember to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Super Dynamic Bros. And make sure, please, guys, subscribe.
And like.
Catch you later.